5 minutes left to trade, and the stock rally is in full swing, sending both the S&P and the NASDAQ into the green for the week. I'm looking at my stock charts here. Big financials are real winners here. European banks, Chinese ADRs, insurance stocks, regional banks, metals are looking good, groceries, department stores, big tech. Nice broad-based rally here, and restaurants. McDonald's is up, Starbucks. Looking pretty strong here. All right, the United Kingdom kicking off its 4-day-long Platinum Jubilee celebrations in London today at Buckingham Palace in honor of Queen Elizabeth II's 70 years atop the British monarchy. But as Britain celebrates its queen, our countdown closer with $415 billion in assets under management has two sectors that he says are royalty for the investing throne. To Baird Investment strategy analyst Ross Mayfield. Okay, so we're working in the Jubilee. Little bit of a forced segue, but hey, we wanted to show the video. Get to it, Ross. I mean, we do have some confusion here. I mean, a really solid rally right now, yet Microsoft warned this morning. That must mean there are others on the way, possibly. So what are these names that you believe have staying power?
Yeah, so Microsoft warned there are definitely some headwinds, but there was a lot of bad news priced in when we kind of flirted with the bear market, down 19, down 20% a couple of weeks ago. These kind of bear market head fake rallies are pretty common, even if things can get worse from here for the market. Not sure if the bottom is in, but certainly not surprised to see a bit of a relief rally. Sentiment had gotten extremely dire, extremely negative, and that usually paves the way for some outperformance. Past that, economic data is still pretty good. Earnings are still pretty good. So a lot to still be optimistic about it.
So you like energy. So did our two floor show traders at the top of the show. You like materials. The energy piece, I find this interesting. You know, we've had a very interesting and powerful rally over the past year. Energy has been such a leader. Some people might be hesitant and say, well, now I missed my boat. I missed the window. I'm buying, and they're so expensive at this point. Is that the right attitude to take?
I don't think so. I think for a couple of reasons. And I'd like to give credit to our partners at Strategas, the Baird company. Their technical team has done a lot of work on energy. But really, you've got a very strong uptrend. It's basically the only thing in the market outside of the defensive sectors that has worked consistently on up days and down days in different kinds of environments. I think that the commodity rally could be a little more structural. Certainly, there could be kind of some pause in the near term. As you mentioned, the outperformance has been so stark. But I do think there's still a really strong structural case to own energy and materials on the back of strengthening commodity names. And in the case of energy, oil in particular, that could be longer than just a little, post-COVID or Ukraine-related hiccup. I think it could be a multi-year trend.
What do you make of a 421-point rally right now in the Dow, the S&P, the NASDAQ, the Russell? Everything's moving higher, the transports. Do you look at this as a bear market rally or just a bull market?
I think it's hard to say. You know, the bear market never got quite as capitulative as we'd like to see near the bottom. There were certainly a lot of indicators that would suggest we were oversold. Sentiment and positioning were quite depressed, but there were a lot of things that kind of were left, unsettled. So I think that certainly volatility will continue. I don't know that there's a catalyst to spark a really strong bull market rally until maybe the second half of the year. But for now, we'll take the good news. We'll take the rally. And, we'll hopefully take it into the weekend tomorrow.
Great to see you, Ross. Thank you very much. And here comes the bell, folks. Tomorrow, we are getting the May Labor Department jobs report. Could that move the market somehow? And in which direction? Only time will tell. Remember, the final hour of trade, the most important hour of trade. And look what's happening here. We're closing at session high.